What are your real life pet peeves or triggers?
I don't like drunk people yelling 2 Chainz in my face.
That's
real specific.
That's problematic and very specific.
And very like, stop.
That question
by the way, I wouldn't like that either.
Yeah, I'm talking about you drunk. You like, 2 Chainz.
It probably happens a lot,
And then you do like this. You be like, let me get a pic. And I say, yes. They be like, I can get a pic. And I say, yes. Like, do you mind if I get a pic? And I say, yeah. I said, yes. You know what I mean? So it's that. I think first of all, I drink, but I'm not like a drinker. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Me too. I didn't realize how many things we had in common.
Yeah, we locked in.
I like a cocktail.
A couple
cocktails.
Yeah,
maybe.
but I'm not.
You're never going to catch me sloppy out here.
Yeah, you're not going to have to tote me anywhere. I'm not going to be throwing up. So when people get like that and don't.
I hate it.
None, you're right. I don't like it either.
I don't like it. I don't like when people, something happens to people's eyes and they start getting out of character.
Yeah,
even friends and people, like when I see that shift when people have drank too much and they get out of character, I almost want to like relieve myself from the situation. I don't like it. I don't like it.
And now look, I like to get high, whatever, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not like to the point where I'm not myself. Let me say that.
Yeah. I get it. You got a pet peeve over there? You thinking about it?
I got a lot of pet peeves.
He is crazy, actually.
What do you mean?
It's crazy.
I got a lot.
I was like, yo, we're gonna be in your city now. I know this is we in his. Yes. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Man, don't mess with none of y'all for real. I don't like none of y'all.
Nah, I be on the low. I think one of my pet peeves is disorganization. I'm a clean freak.
You are?
Yeah, and I'm in feng shui, like all of that. Like order. Synchronicity, it's an energy thing for me.
You got a little OCD maybe?
That's what my family says.
Oh yeah, okay. Sounds like it.
Sounds like it.
What is real life last piece of great advice someone has given you? Think of anything?
Last piece of advice I got was at a Colorado football game. It was that last game with Shador and Travis, and Coach Brown he wasn't talking to me, he was actually talking to the team. But I like to learn in every situation, like I said earlier. Mm-hmm. And he said the strongest person in the room is not the person that could lift the most weight. It's the person that knows when it's time to walk away. And I thought that was so much game.
Word.
I thought it was so much game.
That's pretty good.
That is pretty good.
Yeah,
How you going to follow that up?
I'm not.
We both going to take that.
I'm going to walk away.
Yeah, we're going to
That was the best advice that you heard from him who heard it from somebody else.
Yeah.
What about a regret? Any regret, a real life regret in life that you've had that you would, this might take you back to your film that you don't want to tell anybody what you talked about in the movie, but I don't know if that.
I answered the last one. Get this.
Okay.
I think, who doesn't have regrets, right? I think the older I get, I regret not smelling the roses as much as I could have.
Yeah, I'm that too.
As much as I could have. Like I would just.
I can only imagine the rooms, the circumstances, the things that you have seen in your career.
Yeah, and I didn't really realize that. And again, I was wild young. I did my first film when I was my son's age.
Which was what?
17.
Wow, and that was
when I did Juice.
You were 17.
17.
When you landed the role, or when you're shooting?
When it came out and all of that. Like so
that's crazy.
That is crazy. When you ask questions just now, I'm like, I didn't. There's just so many moments I wish I would have taken it in. Mm-hmm. But then it's that's not what was meant, I guess. You know what I mean? Because I was just so young. It was like it's just happening.
And then all of a sudden life changes.
Yeah.
People are gone.
Yeah.
I went down a rabbit hole today because we don't
look at where we filming.
This is not normally where we film. Okay. Our place was not available today, and we came here. Luckily, they allowed us to come in.
I work here a lot. I was just telling my mom what this was. Like, we had mom.
I don't come here a lot, but I have been here a couple of times. But when I walked in today, it was like,
yes,
I felt it felt weird. Like,
that's how I felt when we got on the joint. We walked in.
I don't like the elevators in New York, period. So I definitely don't like this one here.
Right. But it's
But for you, like I wonder what it brought up.
Wave of a time came back to where it's like you could smell the air. Mm-hmm. That's how visceral.
I had that feeling today too. I know exactly what you mean.
So with the point that you just said, man, there's so many people that's no longer with us.
When I got in the elevator, By the way, we're at Quad Studios. This is where
I was about to say,
Pac
you
was,
should
people should know. Yeah. And this is obviously where Pac was shot
5 times.
5 times.
And he thought Biggie set him up, correct?
Yes, this has led up to the whole thing. But something about the details of that story have always sat with me. And I don't know, when we got in even to Brittany, I said we got in the elevator today and I just kept my head down in the elevator. Like, I don't want to look around the elevator. I don't even want that to come up. You know what I'm saying? I just sat. So I go in the elevator like this till we get upstairs. And it's been so many years. Yeah. But walking in here, it still had that visceral effect on me.
Yeah.
It took me like a little while to I had to eat a sandwich and chill and have some water and talk to finally I got the energy, loosen up, get the energy off of me a little bit. I could only imagine for you. So when you walked in, I was like, maybe this probably wasn't the best location.
Nah, it's all love. It's just one of those things you just appreciate, the now, but also then, it's a lot of history. And when people talk about this thing about the culture, right? It's like, this is that forever shifted. It altered the course of our culture.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
And who would know at that young age that would be?
None of us. We just living.
I just did an interview today and they were like, could you imagine like how influential those artists back then? Because, I started on the radio when that was all happening and Jay's starting his career, Nas is running around, all that's going on.
Right.
And you never really could imagine. You can never imagine where it was going to land.
That's right. You the legend.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you.
So many archive stuff with you in the middle of it, for real.
I got a lot of archives. But
with integrity.
Thank you.
Along the way.
Thank you.
That's the appreciation that we have.
Business, for real.
You have no idea. One day I'll tell my story. When you're ready, Omar, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
When you're ready,
then y'all all getting it.
Be on your third film, you know what I mean? We can collaborate, all that. But there's many stories to tell. But what for you at that? What do you tell that kid, 17-year-old Omar, in that time? What do you think he needed to hear? Smell the roses.
Smell the roses and enjoy it. Enjoy it. And stay. I was always focused, but I would just say enjoy it a little bit more. Like, I'm still on my mission. I'm still I'm Michael from Good Times. I'm a little militant.
You the militant
in my
friend?
walk.
Tell me.
Yeah.
He is black power to the. I'm supporting them, but I'd be having like, this is.
They be like,
intense. This is intense.
Oh my God! I even doing the film, like, please stop. Stop. Yeah.
What was he doing?
Yeah.
He's just like abuse. He's just somebody that believes in the black experience and what that
black and brown.
Yeah, black and brown, and what that should be like and feel like, and if you have to tighten up your bootstraps, then he's a militant little fucker, right? I tell you that. He's militant.
You know what it is?
Always militant as hell.
I'm upholding the standard that was passed on to me.
Do you feel like you have done well, or do you feel like because you always say like you have so much, you still have so much to do? You were saying that before. Like, do you ever like just assess that already you have done enough, or that you have
not enough, but I feel like I've done well.
Yeah.
But when I say there's more to do, I'm not necessarily talking about. I mean, in life, like I don't know if it's going to be in this space, right? On film, it's not necessarily just that. You know what I mean? It's just more things to do as a human. Because at the end of the day, if you look it out from where we come from on paper, neither one of us is supposed to be sitting here living this life. And we are.
What is the key to doing it well, though? Because you've done it well for so long.
I think it's interesting. It's part of that is kind of like what you said. You always open to learning. Always open to learning and holding. At least the standard has to be in your mind. You know what I'm saying? So when we hear these stories like in basketball and be like, yo, Kobe used to go to the gym after the game, after the win, and put up 1,000, free throws. Like, for what? We won. That's a standard. You know what I mean? That he held himself to, God bless. But I think we all have those capabilities in whatever that thing is that you do.
You gotta be self-motivated. They don't sell motivation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
They don't sell motivation.
No,
They should.
Bars.
Yeah.
That's a bar.
So you gotta be able to
Find it.
You gotta be able to put yourself in the gym. You gotta be able to want to eat right. You gotta be able to want to take care of yourself and your family. It's so easy, man. Your mind will have you in the bed all day if that's what it is. But you gotta find that self-motivation. And if it is scrolling Instagram, looking at somebody, in his case, looking at somebody that got a role. In my case, looking at somebody that everybody on their dick because they supposed to be good at what the music is, so whatever it is, like whatever I find but I can definitely motivate myself.
You find the inspiration, the
I'm
motivation.
I'm gonna do it.
Mm-hmm.
You're a motivated guy too, right? Probably disciplined.
I got to. I'm very disciplined.
Mm-hmm.
Very disciplined.
That is a piece of the puzzle that people forget.
Mm-hmm.
Talent, gifts, blessings, all that's cool, but
discipline is almost a common denominator to all of those things. You
Mm-hmm.
got to have that in there.
Yeah, I was told that young. That's one of the pieces of advice that I took with me at a young age. I was told talent is 10% of the equation, discipline is 90%, and that's just across the board.
For more episodes, you know what to do. Subscribe, like, comment, and we'll see you on the next IRL podcast.